So I mean, I'd say for starters, you know, just like looking at your comp here, like you're gonna have to play like a pretty solo style of Tracer. You know, like there's not a lot of assist coming for you, like off anything if you want to go backline. So you said to me like, you know, you were trying to go for the Zen a lot, and like intuitively that makes sense, right? Like he's the fattest target on their team. They have double flex support, so it's like, you know, you want to kill those backliners. But the problem that you're probably going to run into, like in this particular matchup, is like your team just doesn't have anything to dive with you. Like neither of your supports can come with you, and your tank will really struggle unless he's pinning in. So you're probably going to find that, you know, your role in a comp like this is going to be a lot more like trying to pull the enemy team into your side a little bit rather than like hunting for a deep backliner. So like, you know, up until this point, we haven't really had much of an opportunity. Like for as long as the cart rolls over to like here, it's just free push. There's nothing to do really. So it's fine for you to like hold aside, but you just got to think like, it's good. It's good to have a mindset that, you know, you can carry and that you can kill the backline when need be. But you don't want to look at an enemy comp and think like, I have to 1v2 this backline every single fight by actually finding the kills. It's okay to 1v2 a backline, to waste their time, drag the fight out for a period of time, make things difficult for them. But not if your plan is just to get a kill. So here it's like, you know, you found the Zen, you go backline. And I mean, you know, you were saying that you feel like timing is a bit of a problem for you. And I mean, I suppose this is timing, but it's also, you know, target selection and whatnot, where it's like, you need them to be pulled into a position where someone else can shoot what you're shooting. Or when somebody isolates themselves. Like you and Zen in a pure 1v1, like say the Zen flanked over to the left here for whatever fucking reason. If the Zen purely flanked over to the middle of nowhere, then you can go and push him no matter what, and you can go and find that kill. But if he's just with his team, like you need some sort of follow-up, you know? You need to be cleaning up a kill because you saw the fire strike go through onto the back line, or you see a dynamite hit on the back line, so then you follow up. But if you're just going because, you know that you match up well versus Zen, you need to see it in the broader context of what's going on. Like right here, when Ash coach gunned up, like if you'd been playing a little more conservative right up until this point, you know, you've just been holding up top, poking away, wasting their time, but not really committing. Like if their Ash coach comes up onto the high ground like this, that's a real kill opportunity for you if you have recall, you know, because then you can blink over, you can start fighting, and you can make it a pure 1v1 up on this high ground, or at least, you know, like a 1v1.2, because like, you know, she can get a bit of healing from her supports, but they'll be busy too. So it's looking for opportunities like that that you need to, you know, perhaps have a little bit more opportunity with. You pushed over there anyway to try and get the kill and made her drop down. But there's a bit of risk associated with doing that for sure, just because like you didn't have recall. You were like 4 seconds on recall when you went. So you got to be very, very careful of like over committing when you don't have the cooldowns. And now like what's happening here is like, you know, you're chasing down the side. You have recall the whole time, but you just keep capping out on your blinks every time you get them available. Like you get a blink, you use a blink, and then you're capped out again and again and again. You don't need to keep pushing and keep trying to fight. Like the enemy team wins the game by pushing the cart through. I know that you said you had a little bit of a concern where it's like it feels like if you're not doing enough, your teammates are going to die. But you got to recognize like how are my teammates dying? You know, my teammates will die if the enemy pushes through these side lanes of the map. You know, if their tracer gets in on the side and pushes into the back line, gets up here and then gets on top of my weaver or something like that. So if you start to engage a little bit more with like, am I controlling a side of the map? Am I blocking a particular player? You don't necessarily need to keep pushing in, because pushing in through here like you did, chasing after the tracer, like the tracer's got health, she's got an advantage on you in the duel, and here her supports can see her, your supports can't see you. So like, unless you're finishing a kill around that corner, you're not getting the kill at all. What you're doing is making sure that you lose your recall, and then their tracer can push back in with a much more substantial advantage. So here, like, you know, it's good pack control. Like you take the side, you get it through. And now, like, you've forced her recall, but it's not your timing to go, right? Like you're 4 seconds out on recall right now. So like, this is again where it's like, it's really important that you can like practice some patience with stuff like this, because you're like 3 seconds out from being able to go and have a real solid turn. Get healed up to full, get the 50 HP that you're missing, push back in here with 1 second on the recall cooldown, and maybe you can get something going. You know, maybe there's an opportunity. Maybe you see someone that's half HP from fighting in main. Maybe you've got 3 blinks when you're pushing the corner and you can blink around, finish a kill up here, whatever it may be. But pushing in early, you always got to be cautious of that, I suppose. Didn't actually go all the way in, so it works out fine. And here again, like this is good, you know, like this is actually good play where it's like, you know, you haven't gone all in or anything like that. You sort of just like fished through the side. You won the recall fight over on the right. You didn't see an opportunity. You pushed over to the left. You found something. If you don't find something, you could have just rested up here, shot backline, waited, you know, bounced around between high grounds. Just keep wasting their time without committing too hard. But I'd say Up until this point, good. You've got 2 kills. You've got no recall, so you know just keep walking up a little and pressuring people, but do it conservatively. Don't cap out on blinks. Don't drop into them, whatever. What you're doing up here is all good, and yeah, I mean this is thus far, I'd say, pretty solid.
I think I'm just not patient enough sometimes. Like I'm trying to force too much.
Yeah, well that's what'll get you, I suppose, because it's
Mm.
like, you know, you're playing the role where it's like if you're not killing people constantly, it feels like you're doing something wrong. And then it's really
Yep.
hard to engage with like, am I not doing my job in terms of like understanding, am I controlling the side properly or not? And that comes with, I suppose, like really, really deep engagement in terms of like understanding like how you get your best value, but also how they get their best value. You know, like the fact that their tracer can't find a kill if you stop her getting through this right hand side means that it's going to be really hard for them to get a magic pick on your backline. You know, like it'll be really quite astounding if all of them standing down here can kill one of your supports if you can't if you stop the tracer from getting in. Same with the Ash, you know, like stuff like this here, like these are like the pointless risks. Like I'm not going to say don't throw pulse bombs 5v3 in ranked or whatever, but if you're you know quite substantially up in a fight, like you don't have to throw your pulse now because you know this is basically a pointless one. Like you've already won the fight completely. You might as well wait until it's a 5v5 again before going for the pulse, just because it's like you don't need the pulse for cleanup kills. The pulse isn't old, you know, like you wouldn't use Bob or overclock 5v2, so you shouldn't do there.
Yeah.
And then here, because you went in deep for that, you give them like a real free push timing. Like maybe your recall's just gotten back online now, but like you had 10 seconds of no recall because you blinked into their spawn and had to recall out. Like doing stuff like that is only good if it's like it's 5v2, it's 5v1. You do that, they can't push back in. But they were nearly all back at that stage. So like you go really overextended in the spawn, you lose your timing, then you can no longer hold anything. And now you're stuck, like now you're in main, right? So I guess, you know, you have managed to slip through, but it's used all your blinks, don't finish the kill, and you're sort of just like eternally on the run. I think the only thing that I'd say about what you're doing here is just that you're sort of like moving around the map without purpose almost, where it's like you come up here and you're doing like a big loop de loop, you know, you're trying to fucking do the Tour de France on first point of Rialto or something. Like all you have to do is find a spot where you can do some damage and you can blink to a health pack. Like you don't need to keep looping around for your support's line of sight or for anything. The only condition that says like can Tracer play here is can you deal some damage, do you have some cover, and can you blink to a pack? So like you're down here and you see like a remaking Diva and a Zen tranking in main. Like you're right here, you've got cover, you've got this health pack, you've got the ability to slip away any which way. If you want to get a little more aggressive, you can use these pillars. You've got this pack back here, you know? There's no need to like waste all this time going like around and around and around, like lots and lots of time off the clock using your legs, because anytime you spend rotating through here or rotating through here, like it's time that you could be shooting your gun. Like these are the moments where stuff is going to die off your screen, like in the mid fight. So try to be a little bit more, I suppose, conscious of like where you can just start fighting, not necessarily plant the flag, because it's not like Tracer's a hero that turrets up or anything like that, but just know when you can stay in the fight with, you know, good use of packs and whatnot. Like you've already got the perk, you're already like perked up to take the minis now, so at this stage it's like there's really no consequence to staying near those packs because you can just blink onto it, get the refund right away. Now you're here in the back, and like I'd say this area of the map right here, this is like probably the hardest area of the map for you to like convert on the back line, but it's also the hardest for them to push through it here. So like what you're doing right now is really fine, I think. Like your team in the front, like by the numbers, they'll be okay. You just got to be really cautious that it's like if this guy ever winds up hitting a shot, you're no longer committing to the duel. Like what you had going on here, where it's like you try to work your way in a little, that's all really fine. See if you can't get the pinch, but if you can't, and this guy's getting like all the pocket in the world, he hits one shot on you, you're like recalling and hiding in here. Because if you keep trying to fight him, keep trying to kill him, you're just going to wind up losing the resource trade. Like there's no one over here helping you. He's getting lots of help and he matches up decently well into you. If he actually hits a damn shot and gets a pocket. And if you think about like what's happening in the big picture, for as long as this guy is fucking around shooting at you, they are fully -1, right? Like he's doing absolutely nothing, and he's dragging the Ana away as well. So like if your team can't win in the front when like Zen's getting full pocket from Ana and he's missing every shot on you, like you're winning the numbers game by virtue of what you're doing here. So I think that's really fine. We'll just see how it plays.
That's often my concern is like I'll pull a support and then the other support will pocket and then my team will still lose the fight. And then it's like, well, what the fuck do I do here? Like they just
I think you know, if that happens on like a really regular basis, I'd say that, you know, like sometimes it can happen, right? Like
Yeah, yeah,
sometimes they will win in the front, you know, like they will
yeah.
do something in the front to win. Like here, they could win in the front foreseeably, right? Like they could nano their
Mm.
diva and their diva could shift on and fuck you all. Or they could hit a couple of shots and someone dies and then it's even in the front and they win that way. But like, but by the numbers, just like, you know, the maths of Overwatch, like it's the correct play to drag a 2v1 and to not die, right? Like,
Yep.
it won't necessarily work out 100% of the time, but like by the numbers, should work. Here, I think it's really scary. Like
lucky.
that you got your one. It's scary that
Yeah,
you commit it after you recalled, though. You know, like the
yeah,
philosophy of like you get the recall and then you're going in to try and kill him around a corner. Like here, if this guy wasn't a fucking plonker, like he would have just right clicked you on the corner. You know, he'd be standing here, he's holding the
yeah,
right click. You blink here, you have no recall anymore. He just double headshots you, punches you once. You know, whatever it may be, you're a dead man. So I think, you know, this play here, it's like the low probability play. Once your recall's out, it's time to fucking, you know, hide up here, waste their time. Just keep wasting their time. Keep
and
it favorable for you.
I make that exact mistake here.
Oh yeah, you got your one, and now you're going to get your zero. Yes,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
you're desperate to stay out of this tree too. But like,
yeah,
I think there's lots of opportunity for you to like close the gap on them by, you know, sneaking up here. You're like you'll pretty much, if you come up here, like you can often be like one blink range away with some decent cover, or you can like work your way around here. Like I suppose you had no way to know that their soldier was up on your high ground, but I think just overall, it's
yeah,
like you get your one, you make a 5v4, don't give it away. Like I think
yeah,
just from watching your play up until this point, you haven't fed up until this moment from doing it, but you don't play conservatively enough when you don't have recall. I think like I've seen you take a lot of risks up to this point when you don't have recall. Like you need to have that mindset that when recall is out, my turn is over, you know? And your
yeah,
gameplay is about optimizing how much time you can spend not using the recall. Not meaning that you go down to 1 HP, but meaning that you play close to these packs, good cover, not up in main where they can shoot you really easily. And if you can satisfy all those conditions to keep your recall off cooldown for as long as possible, then you know you won't feel as bad about playing like a cuck when you don't have
yeah,
recall online. Because yeah, like here you did your job and you just sold. Because now like
so
you know,
then now it's
your run will freeze on card or something, and it's still a 1v1 actually. It's still like low key winnable, maybe even high key to be honest. Soldier in there. This could have gone
I
either
feel like
way.
I tunnel vision a bit too much on. See, like he's
See,
getting pocketed. And
see
then
as in,
waste
I mean,
recall.
I think here, like once you're out in this space, like if you don't
Mm,
finish the kill on the Zen with like your first clip and a half or something, like you have to recall, you know, like you've used all your blinks to get
yeah,
out here. You're gonna have to recall to like get some health back and get out. I think, you know, it's more like the fact that you swapped to the target of the Zen when, you know, you're like chasing the soldier's kind of like boxed, you shoot him half, he's like getting swung at and shit. But overall, like maybe the only thing here is just that like in the clutch here, you know, like if you hit the shot on the Zen, if you hit enough on the Zen, you know, you full track him and you kill him. It's a good feeling. But like you're kind of in store mode down here, right? Like you got a lot of teammates coming back. If you just take this a little slower, like instead of running it down on the Zen, like running it out here, using all your blinks and your recall to try and get like a low probability kill. When again, there's no one to dive with you, right? There's no follow up on this back line.
yep,
If instead you're down here, you force out the soldier, and then you're just chilling and you're holding the cart and you're buying time. All of these players are coming back. You know, you have a massive respawn advantage right now. Enemy team has a huge respawn deficit. The only way you lose a fight like this is if everyone dies really fast, you know? Like if you don't hold cart and if Ryan doesn't hold cart and you guys all die instead, then these people can't come back and clutch the recontest. But like if I remember this cunt from O's Quick Play. I remember getting this guy in O's Quick Play and fucking glazing
really.
his life weaver because I was trying to get him to fucking endorse me. I
He's a
remember
big fan.
yeah, it was like a month ago. I was trying to farm endorsements and I was glazing his fucking life weaver because I was like, come on, man, I just need one endorse. I just realized it's Derishes. I'm thinking, grip the fucking Ryan
Yeah,
right now. What are you doing? Anyway,
yeah, yeah,
like, yeah, it's like if he grips the Ryan and you have cooldowns, like you can ping pong on the cart, Ryan lives, you waste their time, blink, 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 recall, fucking blink, blink, and then bang. Ryan's back on full shield, really winnable fight
yeah.
again. He has shatter as well. He's probably gonna fucking die instead or something. Yeah. Yeah, hell, dude, with discipline, grips
He,
off cooldown,
he's
right?
he's a life with a main. I think he's like level 200 30 or
Yeah,
something.
he's got the fucking discipline of a Tibetan monk or something, dude, because he's not using that fucking grip on the Rhine. Jesus. But yeah, like from a fundamental standpoint, like if you hadn't pushed backline, if you'd played more to the matchup more than anything else, because that's something that's really important. Like a lot of the feedback that I'm giving you here about like how to fight backline, timing and whatnot is applicable, but really you must engage with the fact that you need to fight based on who's going to fight with you. You know, if you have a Winston, you can go backline with that Winston, right? If you have a diva, you can go backline with that diva. You see them go, you go too. But a Ryan, I mean, he's not doing that. So if it's a Ryan holding cart, you have a respawn advantage. Help him out, you know? Give him some relief. Don't just go backline and hope that he snipes him with a fire strike. Because again, that's like the low percentage play. And that's tough. I see, you know, there's the thought's there, you know, you're trying to stall the card a little bit, but like, you know, you're stalling card with no recoil, no blinks and shit. Like the damage is done, well and truly.
Yeah.
Oh, I just can't believe that quick play Andy's in there. Unbelievable.
He's my duo. He plays with me like all the time.
Right. It's a small world. It's small world.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So here I'm just trying to like
this position,
set up, wait
like
for
this
team.
I mean, this whole area is like really awkward. You know, like if you win a fight, like if they come up top or something, if you win a fight, then it's a little easier for you to like maneuver through this space. But usually, like if you all get backspawned like right over here, usually you'll just let the car push to around here. So then your team can like use this high ground and use these like long angles a little more. Like you can control all of this, but like your team can control all of this space. And then you can maybe use like these flanks through here, like maneuver your way through the back or whatever. Be a bit of a nuisance. But right now, like you don't want to commit to anything too heavily. Like this is commitment, you know, like dropping down into them around the corner. You just got to think about the numbers game right now, you know, like who can shoot what you are shooting right now and who can heal you. Like it's a clean 0. So like you can't rush in scenes like this. You need to know, you know, you'll get to a certain rank and people will start holding the cart and fighting in very specific places on every map, you know, based on the push amount. And you need to be ready to fight in those places, not waste your turn before it happens. So here you drop, you rush in, and like, fuck man, if you were just chilling, you know, stroking it for a couple of seconds up here, getting ready for like the 5 position to be ready. I mean, there's a couple of juicy targets on screen right now, but you know, it can happen. Fucking hell, he's gone bowling.
I'm pretty sure he took the dealer into the water. But yeah, that's my main issue is just forcing shit too much without. It's like timing. It's just like I feel like when I'm waiting for my team, I could be doing uptime. I could be doing something else rather than just sitting there waiting, or you know.
Yeah, it's difficult, and I think, you know, what you can do is like you're up here, you can just poke, you know, like you can just drop a clip. Like you're standing up here, if you're full HP, shoot at them in mid range, you know, like between being here and being here, like just shoot at them. And if they look at you and shoot back, just hide for a minute, you know, like you got a passive, you got supports, like just you can hold these like high ground, like passive positions, like do what you were doing over here, you know, like until you blinked into the Zen's face. Like for as long as you were staying in the mid range, like wasting their time, using a bit of cover, ducking in and out, like that's good, you know, just like waste their time. Doesn't matter. You don't have to be like, you know, super sneaky and invisible. Like you can reveal your position early on sometimes on Tracer, but just hold the position and do a little bit of like mid-range, not super important damage. Make them look at you a little, but don't commit, you know, like the commitment is the problem here. It's like you know, there's equivalents on like first point and stuff like that too, where it's like you're up here. When you're up here, you can be poking from up here. You did it sometimes. You can be poking from up here. The commitment only happens when you drop. You know, once you drop, you have to recall to get out because you're in the middle of everything. You know, and the drop is what you need to be very careful of because it's right to drop on Tracer. You know, you've got to get into the mix at some point.
So this was another issue where I'm just fucking, I'm just running around trying to find a target.
Here you're looking for something. I mean, you were staring at one, mate. You got a pulse bomb. Pulse bomb the ice block, May. Like, learn the timing of when she can no longer dodge it. You put the pulse on her block in like the second half of the ice block, she can't dodge it anymore, you know? Like she has to come out, and if she comes out, it falls on her. Like if she comes out manually, it falls on her. If she comes out late, I mean, like as late as possible, it just blows up, you know? Like learn the timing there. Like if you see a May in a block and there's nothing they can do about it, drop a pulse on her. But here, like if you're looking for a target, if you're trying to get amongst it, up main is not the way to go about it. You know, like you must work your way through the side here. up the staircase here. Like you need to always approach through one of the two sides on Tracer, like the left or the right side. Like if you're approaching through mid, it's because you were standing here at the start of the fight for some reason because you had a fucking hemorrhagic stroke at the beginning, and then you saw the shatter, so you had to get on. You know, like you had to get on backline, so you double blink from main. But like other than that, like there's no excuse to be approaching from the main side. So like here, even though it's a scrap, if you approach from the main side, all you do is take a bunch of fucking damage. You know, like all you do is stop anyone from needing to turn their heads in a difficult way. So yeah, really, like if you're approaching from this on the retake, like whether you're late or early, like you should be coming up from top left or from bottom right. Like I won't be prescriptive about what side's better because like, you know, there's a benefit and a cost to both. Up here, you can poke them without dropping for a while, be a bit of a nuisance. Down here, it's a bit more aggressive, but there's a mega you can take. Like you can do either really. There's no wrong answer to that, I'd say. I'm sure Kevin, you know, Kevster could tell you that there's a wrong answer here, but I'm just a bum. But yeah, like the mid is the problem for you here. You know, like this is where you lose all of it, and then you're just dead with recall for a second time. So it's like, you know, you're just getting nothing out of it. And maybe now this is like, you know, what happens where something starts to go wrong for you and you start to rush more and more and more. You got to be careful.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Like when I have a feeling we're starting to lose, I start trying to force.
You start trying to carry more and more. It's like, and then you just wind up being the problem instead of, you know, like instead of doing your job, instead of doing good, you start to think like, shit, something's going wrong. I need to kill more. I need to kill more. It's like, all you need to do is stop dying. But here we are. Yeah, like this is nice. You should practice some like. How long have you been playing Overwatch?
Probably like a year.
Yeah.
I started. Can actually bring it up in season 12.
Okay. Well,
I was support, and then I started Silver 1 on Tracer in season 14.
Have a crack at some blink melees. Like they're hard. They're like an intense thing mechanically, but something like this. You know, here, like you clip an honor real low, you're like in the mid range, you get it at like this health. This is the blink melee finisher range, you know? Like this is just, you know, like well, now you're a little close because you keep walking towards her and now she's walking towards you. But when you were like one step behind and she was one step behind, it was like perfect, like blink melee finisher range. And like you get a nice, you dump your clip into them, you blink melee finisher. It's hard, right? It's not, it's something that, you know, you're going to have to work up over time. But just like a nice, you know, mechanical thing that you can, you know, start like trying to work on. You also didn't have any blinks, so it's fucking great feedback, mate. But yeah, for sure, something, you know, that you might want to start like practicing as you get a little higher up in the ranks or whatever. And I don't really know about like the situations when that blink melee perk is good. I think it's probably something like 1% of the fucking pros use rather than someone in rank. You should probably just keep taking the health pack one, to be honest.
Yeah, I always get the health pack one just to get away quicker.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like, it just works, you know, like it's just real easy, it just works. I think what you've done here, it's like it was so good for a minute, you know, like when you're in here and you're hidden, it's like, it's a big risk, right? Like I wouldn't say you should be hiding in this corner, but like you actually did it, you know, like you actually did it. You got away with it. They started walking past you and then you just start like selling the bank, you know, like you get a little impatient and you start like chasing around and like you're right here, you know, like all you have to do is walk out behind them, shoot them, and here's your pack, you know, like this is your pack of reference that you're going to come from here on out. So like if you're hiding in here, you know, you want to wait until they've walked past you, shoot them in the side here, come here, shoot them a little, come here, take the pack, like just keep living through this side, or, you know, come here, shoot them across here, come here, take this pack instead, you know, whatever it is. But again, you're doing like the long unnecessary loop where it's like you don't get a good angle by being up here, you know, like you don't get being up here. This is okay, I suppose, but you already had this, so you don't need to keep changing it around, putting yourself further from packs that can keep you alive. And now we're like, and we're 3 deaths into my recall. Yeah, like you start feeling the pressure for sure.
Yeah, I do have trouble with Sim quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think Sim is like, once she's talked up, she's like really hard to duel. She can get away from you really easy with her TP. Her turret's just cuck you constantly. Like, Tracer doesn't match up with the Sim at all. Like, it's a hard character to work around, I'd say. Like, because scouts a lot of your flanks out, gets you kind of burned there. I'd say like for the retake fight there was nothing to talk about. But for like the first fight when they were on Sim, it's like they'd all gone past you. Like just work your way in and, you know, start playing up the pack, playing for yourself. Here, this is good, I think. Like I say I think, it sounds very confident, but yeah, like the fact that you've like tried to work your way in to the side and like get an angle that isn't just like stuck in here, because like once the cart gets through to here, it's going to be pretty awkward for you to like work your way through. So I think it's reasonable to try and like get in through the side, but now your team hasn't really pushed out. Everyone's letting them come. You're just gonna have to play really slow and really solo here because nobody came out. You're on Sigma now, which is quite slow as well. So you just have to take it easy. You've peeled one for one back, which is okay. Try and reconnect with the fight a little bit, but yeah, I mean nothing great is coming for you in this fight here. So it's basically just like, you know, peeling people back theory and wasting people's time. When you're going behind like this and you're all solo and there's no dive hero on your team, yeah, like when you've done that, you go behind, you're all alone, you're picking the scraps, you know, you're waiting until someone's half and you're blinking in and killing them, or you're just dragging people away. So like you got too close to the Zen, you got burned really early, but then you should just keep playing far, just keep wasting time, keep wasting people's time, be aware that they're respawning behind you, so they're gonna fuck you eventually, which is what happened here. But you know, you're dead with recall here. Like you could have gotten out at this stage. Like when you're dead, you have 3 blinks and you have recall. Like you can just, you know, you could get back to your team by here. This isn't something where there's like, you know, much feedback to give.
No, yeah. So I got a main question. So when I've got a Sigma and it's all just they're just all poking each other out, shooting each other out, whatever, should I be poking backline or annoying them, or should I be waiting until they get a pick? Or
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Yeah, so like when you've got like you said, Sigma, where it's just a slow comp and they're just kind of poking each other out, both teams are kind of shooting at each other, should I then be on the Zen without committing, kind of just like poking Zen or
I
Hana
reckon
or Fury or
like
whatever?
if you're not already behind, because like when you went behind
Yep.
initially, it seemed like there was a chance your team's going to swing out, and you're going to fight outside rather than holding in the choke.
Yeah, because I saw
Once
the
your
Juno
team's
ult, so that's
once your
why I
team's
went in.
maintaining, once your team's like maintaining here, you don't need to go behind the enemy team anymore. All you need to do once your team is maintaining here is hold these sides, like hold the left side, hold the right side, and go fishing. You know, like walk up through the right side, make sure that their flanker isn't getting in. If they don't have a flanker, you're kind of just maintaining, and just poking through. You know, like it is really hard for the enemy team to push through this choke in particular. So you can just like get healed up to full, have a little poke through, have a little fish, back and forth, back and forth. Like this space specifically right here is, I don't want to say bad for Tracer, but like when your back is to the wall, moments like this, like they have a Mei, they have a Sim, they have a Zen, they have lots of stuff that spams out these chokes really, really hard. They can push right through the choke. This is like some of the worst space on the whole map for you because you're really boxed in. So here, like you just play conservatively. You try and clean up kills on things that have been poked out by like you know working your way in through the side. If you're all the way behind, your priority is very much playing your life. Because this right here, it's really hard to finish a kill because if you can't kill them solo because they miss position, nobody on your team's pushing out there. Your timings to go will be like when people use ults, right? So like if you're playing slow here, you're just maintaining a side, the Juno ult comes out, you blink here, you're shooting the tank or, you know, you're shooting whoever, the Mei in the side of the head inside your Ray, maybe that's your kill timing. But other than that, like they need to push into you, not the other way around. Even though that's hard to stomach on Tracer sometimes, that your team isn't going to push, nothing about your comp with Sigma, with Weaver, with Ash, and with the best defensive position on the entire map says, let's push outside. So if no one wants to push outside, it's really hard for you to actually get those kills outside of playing cleanup. Or dragging people away. Here, like, you're back out, you're off through main. Here, it's like you get your tree going through main, they use the trank, there's like an Ana on your left. You should try and fight in the trees a little more, like I think. Like you should treat your tree like a real serious healer. Like you can, if you have blinks still available and shit, like you can just blink around the cover and like keep letting the tree like really properly pocket you through, like getting you here, like the tree, instead of like blinking forward to get out, like the tree would heal you really fast, you know? Like the tree gives you like massive heals, right? I forget whether the tree gives you over health after your full HP too, but like I forget whether it's a perk or it's something that only happens to Lifeweaver or whatever, because to be honest, I don't see a lot of Lifeweaver gameplay. But yeah, like treat it like a little mini trank too, you know, like don't run away from it, because it's like twice now that there's been like a tree going and you've like blinked out of it. You came behind and like, again, there is no pressure in these scenes where you have a respawn advantage for you to rush and get kills, for you to take unnecessary risk. Your recall is gone, half of your health is gone. No need to blink onto the Zen and get the kill. You've already killed their diva, right? If their diva's out of suit, your respawns take 5 seconds. Their respawns take 25 seconds. Take it slow, play the numbers game. You know, you're already up.
Yep.
Don't throw that away. What you did on first point, and you're doing the same thing here, where you start really pressing too much for it. You don't even heal yourself up, and then you win. Maybe not. Who's to say? Surely you win. I feel like it would be a war crime for you to not win here. But yeah, like these rushed moments where it's like it gets a little close on the first point, you need a recontest. It's just not happening. Now we're here, straight through the side. I think this is good. Like here, your team again, like they're gonna post up on the card a lot. There's gonna be a lot of poking happening, and your job very much like drag people to the side, drag people away. Yeah. Sims TP'd on you, kind of bullied you back. You see the TP up there, like you're probably not breaking that shit to be honest. Like Sim TP has so much health, like so much health.
It's so annoying.
Yeah, like I don't want to say don't bother ever trying to break it on Tracer, but like it's going to take you a long time to break it, you know? Like if there's a Sim there, don't try to break it because you need to be shooting her, not her TP, is how I describe it. Like if you're free to shoot the TP, shoot the TP. But don't overcommit for that. And then here what you've done, where like you're blinking all the way over to the Reaper, I think this is where it starts to get like really not good. Because you made your way all the way through here. You use lots of time and lots of resources to get all the way through here. And now you've actually got cover, right? Like people can't peek you from these things and these things. Like you can use this to line of sight the Sim and line of sight the supports and just poke people from the side. But as soon as you start blinking onto the Reaper, trying to get like, you're trying to create more of a 1v1 with him by like getting closer to him and further from everyone else. But like, what's the difference between shooting the Reaper up here and using this corner to line of sight everyone, you know? And you can still shoot the Reaper. You can shoot the tank down here. You just can't commit all of your cooldowns into chasing this because now you're completely capped on blinks. Any damage, you cannot avoid damage with blinks anymore. You must recall. Now you're in behind their team, and if you don't win really fast, which is hard, you have Sigma, you have Weaver, then you just have to run all the way out. So now you've like lost your position and you've lost perhaps your best timing. You got into a really good spot. You got somewhere like here where it's like, I can do damage from the side. I can shoot the Reaper from the side. I can shoot the tank from the side. We will win the war of attrition. The way Tracer works, the way Overwatch works in general, is if you're on DPS and you get a good angle to do lots of damage, and it's not in main where they're trying to mitigate the damage. It's not, you know, you're not shooting his shield, you're not shooting his block, his hands or whatever. Like if you get an angle where you can do lots of damage, whether you get the kill or not, you're going to win the long fight. You're going to win the slow fight. Because if you keep doing damage to him, you keep doing damage to the Reaper over on the side, he's going to have to Wraith, they're going to have to use cooldowns, and you're going to slowly win this exchange. You know, they're going to run out of cooldowns, they're going to run out of resource, and then you will win. But if you're just playing for that like instant gratification of like, I need this kill right away, you never get to that stage of how the fights work. You never get to that stage of how like the cooldown exchange really functions. So here, again, this is really good. Like you come to the side, you waste the Brig's time, you take a bash, and you take the pack, so you don't lose your turn. Here, again, like you start pushing in towards the back line, you're working your way in, but you're not overcommitting at any point. This is good, you know?
Yeah.
Like here, this was good. But then why are we coming back here if you haven't taken any damage yet? You know, like what are we using a blink to come further away from the Ana with right now? Maybe you're like mind gaming her or something. But like you're here, you're so uncontested right now. You know, like you just keep shooting from here, and then you blink close to her when you want to finish the job. But instead, like you use one blink here, you're far away. You use another blink here. You're not constantly dealing that damage. Like she's close to passively regenerating just from you like increasing the distance. And now here we are, you get the kill in the end. Worked out okay, but probably could have been there a second and a half ago already, just because of the way that it's like if you're full HP, if you're close, stay that way. Just if you have a position where you can keep doing meaningful damage to someone, don't give it up until they look at you and shoot you out.
Okay. I definitely think I commit too early on a lot of things.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think what you did there was too early by any means. I think that the timing on what you just did was good. Like you got in on the side, you dragged the Brig to the side a little bit, you kept working your way through, you cleared the space, you didn't waste your cooldowns other than the blinks, and you did the job. And now, like, because this side is free, you can do good damage to the tank, and you can clean up all these kills too. Maybe catch her, don't let her TP out. Oh, she doesn't look to be interested in TPing out, so maybe you're going to get that kill. Lovely. Just don't get traded.
Struggle with Reaper too. He's a bit annoying.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of those heroes where it's like, you do your like absolute best damage at like, close range for most people, but like, you need to be a little bit more comfortable with the mid range for him as not to get fucked. Here, I think, again, like for the attackers, like this is the awkward space on the map where it's like there's no good angle of attack for you, like out through here. Like if their supports are close, this is open season for you. Like you can just come here, one blink, and you're just doing max damage to the Ana in the side of their head. So it's cool to just chill here and follow up contextually, or come up top, follow up through the top ropes, play these bottom left and bottom right rooms. It's pretty specific to the situation, but because here you killed the sim late, you can press the advantage. You can go deep into their territory, and they didn't even touch. So that works. Okay, here behind, you get shot, you recall, and you stay behind. Again, I think maybe because you're perked and you can take the mini, it's okay. Like you just got the perk there, but like you're up here. Not a bad spot to come peek here and shoot them, Like you just took top and then drop down for fun. Like between here and here, it's easier for you to mitigate the damage from them. Obviously, you'll do a tiny bit more damage if you're on the ground, but it's easier for you to just stay top, shoot them from behind, drop and heal as you need, get heals from your supports as well. Like the biggest advantage of these top positions behind them isn't so much that you're safer from their damage even, or that your angle is better because your angle is worse. It's that your supports can see you really easily and like keep you going no matter what. Like you get lots of support from your team here.
I think, yeah.
There you go, you were listening to the feedback. Unfortunately, it's like 5v1, so like maybe a little unnecessary side. Yeah, but you know what? I'll pay the. It had heart, okay? You had heart. And then here, like, I don't know if you forgot that your team was pushing or something. Like, I don't know, you stop going here. Like, why did you do that and then stop walking? Like, you just made, what is it? 4v, no, it's 5v2 right now. Like, you should keep walking. You have recall, you have blinks. Coming back to the card for fun is no fun at all. So like, here you came back. I don't know, maybe you had a Discord message to reply to or something.
Yeah,
like,
I think we were just chatting or some shit.
It can happen. It's not this isn't the World Series, but yeah, like here, try not to AFK between the fights for shit like that. You still got a nice angle though. Again, no need. You're here. You kill him. No need to come back to your team. No need to give up the side. You have this side. You have this. Just keep coming. Keep coming through the side. Keep working your way through. Just keep slowly taking one block after another block after another block, another, until eventually you are on the back line. You are on the side of the furthest forward member of their team, so you can keep doing damage without being overcommitted. You start doing it now. Don't take the packs if you don't want the blink refund as well. Like this will keep you alive. It's good if you want the blink refund, but you don't need the blink refund right now. So keep the pack alive when you want it. When you actually want to use it. Be intentional with that, because now double blink over to the side, triple blink over here. You're back in that territory of like you're going for something that's really far away. Like you're taking a very long path to get onto the Mei that was in front of you the whole time, Like
and
from this
my
position,
team's not there.
I mean, it's like you could just be here and just shooting the most forward person, Like watch you relative to everyone else. Like you just come here and you use these pillars a little and you start scrapping it out with the Mei and take it slow. No real need to push either, because like you're free pushing the cart right now. You're free pushing the cart. You're free pushing the cart. Think about the cart a little bit too in all of this. You can just take it easy towards the side. But yeah, like walking all the way around here, again, doing like, little Tour de France action. Like it's just woefully unnecessary when it's like you don't need to walk a million miles to do damage. Just find the furthest forward member of their team that you can shoot from the side and do that. And if you're getting free car push, no pressure for you to do anything. They have to block the car. And your team, your backline was pushing the car. So you like really overcommit to that side and there's the price. Alright, now we're up here. It didn't drop. We could be in the money for this fight, to be honest. Like reasonable drop there and recall back up top as well. Like really in the money now. Oh, Ash isn't in the money though. Kiki's off the team.
Kiki. He's my other duo.
Fuck! The trio!
Yeah, unfortunately.
Alright, let's watch it again. Let's see if I can... Because the buff's dead like pre-fight. Buff's dead pre-fight. Reaper TP's on. I think this is your problem right here. Like, looking at this, I didn't realize that you were already up the BAP. Like, if you've killed the BAP, get this idea that you need to kill the backline on Tracer out of your damn head. What you need to kill, what you need to do is do damage to the closest thing to you. Sometimes it's nice to dive the backline, right? If you have a dive tank, whatever, dive the backline, right? But like Tracer is a good tank shooter. Tracer is good at clearing what is furthest to the side of the fight, what is closest to the fight. This Reaper right here just TP'd in your face. You shot him to half HP. Fucking chase this guy out. Chase him down. I don't know if he has Wraith or not. He doesn't. He didn't have Wraith. Even if he did, make him use Wraith and then chase him after that because you're 5v4. They don't have any healing. But here, you see this guy and you're like, fuck it. I'm going backline. I'm on a mission from God. Like, you start going here, you haven't shot your gun for 2 seconds, you pepper his toes for a second because you stopped chasing him, and now you're in here and you have to recall right away, you know, because like you're in the thick of it and whatever. You have to use all your blinks to dodge and then whatever. But like this guy is still fucking in the back and he's getting out. Like he's on his second Wraith now. He's on his second Wraith. So I think shit like this where it's like you get an advantage. Once you're advantaged, really get it out of your head that you need to be contesting a particular group in the back. Just kill what's most convenient, you know, fight what is closest to you. And yeah, going for like a really long run to try and finish these kills, it costs you lots of time and lots of blinks. And use all of that, you no longer have the option to carry. Like there, that Reaper was half HP, he was antied because you'd used so many blinks dicking around before, not in the position to kill. Just chase the people that don't have their shifts. Now you're in the back, you're on the bout. This is actually nice. Like this, the way you approach this, where it's like, you know, you fucked up down here, you had a big period of downtime, but then you come down here, you heal yourself up with a mini, and you were patient. You were patient enough to wait until you actually had some skills back, and now you can go on the bout. And if you use your recall, you can win the duel. Yeah. You didn't use a recall.
No.
So you didn't win the duel. It can happen. It can happen.
I haven't actually watched this one, so watching back, I'm like, why the fuck?
Watching your own VODs is like fucking waterboarding, mate. I wouldn't recommend it on my worst enemy. But here we are. I got nothing to say about. It's fucking out of headshot now actually, and nobody's used that before. Yeah, I was thinking that's.
Oh no. I remember that because I was like, how the fuck did I die instantly? I died so quick.
Even here, if this guy is walking up past this doorway, shoot him in the side of the head. Don't shoot his shield. So if he's not pushing, don't do it. But like, if this guy's trying to hold the cart here for some fucking reason, stand on his side and shoot him in the side, you know? Like, closest target. And then here, shoot the Ana, make her look at you, blink here after she looks at you, you know? Like, one block to be effective, to cut angles, shoot. Over here, shoot, heal. No need to come here.
Just
straight onto her away from all cover, you know? Like there's damage to be had on her from the cover. Do some damage to her from the cover, make her walk back, then blink over here, start maneuvering your way forward through the cover. Instead you're out in the open, and yeah, I mean, headshot's fucking insane. That is so much damage. But the fundamental principles of Tracer, those apply no matter, you know, like staying within the cover as much as you can, working your way through these little blocks. Here, if you start fucking going backline right now, god damn it, like you're just come here, you know, like again, Reaper's dead right here, 3 steps away. Just come close to the fight. Just walk in from the side and do your fucking damage. This guy and his loops around the backside of the enemy team can't keep getting away with it. Pulse on the, oh, there we go. It was the best flank ever, like I was saying. All right.
But yeah, I definitely have this idea in my head that Tracer must target the supports.
Nah.
And
you match up well versus supports. There's comps where that's true. Like there's comps where that condition is true, but it's only true if the supports are standing in a place where you can go on them and where your tank can go on them. And with this tank, your tank ain't fucking going anywhere. This guy can't jump. Well, he can float a little, I guess. But like, you need to think about like, I need to be able to follow up on somebody else's damage. I can't be expected to do it all myself. If I'm doing it all myself, I'm dragging people away 1v2 with the hopes of killing 0 ever. All I'm ever hoping to do is waste their time because we don't live in a fantasy world. So if we're winning 1v2s constantly, we're not in the right rank, you know? Like that's just not how it works. So if you're creating 1v2s, there's a blink melee finisher somewhere in there. If you're creating 1v2s, it's with the goal of getting those kills. What you've done here though, for the most part, it was very nice. You played off to the side. That's not so nice.
I don't know how I got pinned.
It can happen, but you know, it's probably because you probably because you used all of your blinks towards the back. You did a good thing and you shot from the side and you shot from the side and you started standing inside everybody instead of maintaining that range. You always want to maintain the range of being like, you know, a block away in a corner away from people. So you can keep poking here, poking here, poking here, blinking down the corridor, poking from here, blinking around the corner, using whatever it may be. But if you blink inside the middle of everyone, you'll get disorientated, you get your recoil force, and then black hole's going to pin you. Next. And we've got 2 minutes getting held. Go on.
Positioning to follow up is a big thing.
Yeah, well,
like I mean, you saw when I came in that room, Bap was low, fucking Ryan was low. And
they're ripe for the taking. But I think what's important for you to consider is that it's like with this comp, sure, I want you to follow up on kills, right? Ash hits a headshot, you finish the kill. Sigma hits some balls, you hit a kill. But at the same time, like, even if you're not following up on someone else's damage, the concept still very much will apply. That if you stand off to the side of the fight, 45, 90 degrees from the fight, 45 is more hit scan. So let's go 90 to like 180 degrees, you know, like you're completely on the side or you're like behind them, you know, like say they're down here in the choke, you're up here, or you're down here shooting them from the side, whatever it may be. Like you always want to be to the side or behind, but not flanking all the way around using huge periods of time where you can get no support. You just want to kill what's close to you. And even if you're not following up on someone else's damage, even if you're not finding the kill, a full clip from a tracer is a fuck ton of damage. You know, it doesn't do so much to armor, but it does heaps of damage to anyone. So you will win the resource trade over time. You'll make them use their ice block or their, you know, a coach gun or their BAP shift or their Arnonade or whatever it is, just by getting over to the side and doing some damage. And then those kills will be presented to you 5 seconds later. Instead of it being an immediate commitment, I'm on the back line looking for that kill. It's like I'm whittling you down, and now you're tired of me and you're going to die. Here, now we're in like the hardest spot of the map to push, really, like because their back is to the wall. Like it's impossible for you to kill their supports here because they can play far away, and it's so hard for you to get onto the side of them. Where you're at right now, literally good. You know, if they push out, you shoot them in the side of the head. That works perfectly. Don't need to go any deeper because people are pushing right past you. You go deeper. Maybe miss a bit of an opportunity to do some damage. Wouldn't say that you're losing this fight because of you. But trying to set up to go backline here again, it's like you're pushing a BAP that probably has shift, probably has lamp. Yeah. So like, even if you hit twice as many shots as what you're already hitting, this guy's not going to die unless he fucking, you know, runs out of battery in his mouse or something. Because, you know, he just has to press left shot. Actually, I feel like it's a keyboard that was the problem here. But yeah, he's a couple of buttons away from being dead regardless. So your position right here was good because you could shoot them in the side as they pushed out and pushed past you. But then again, you know, second of downtime, wasting time, contesting the BAP, but you're not finding a kill here. And I assume in your head you're hoping for a kill.
Yeah. And then I realize everyone's dead.
I mean, just hope that nobody on the enemy team has object permanence, I suppose. You might be in luck. Oh, no. May. Oh, that's that one's split in the atom, that one. Alright.
I shouldn't have gone in there.
Oh, mate. Where's the wall? Like, just hasn't got wall unlocked, I guess. This one. Alright. Here, yeah. I don't think it's the end of the world for you to go in here and have a little hide. But if you're going to hide, don't hide in the corridor where there's no cover. Like, pick a side and hide on the side, you know? Like, you can hear the May coming down and you can move away from her across to the other side then. But, like, don't hide here because then you're not going to hear them approaching you. And by the time they're peeking you here or here, you have no cover anymore. So hide on one of the two sides. Probably just hide, like, in here, like, towards the corners because then you've got the most options. If you had recall here, I don't know if you'd be killing this round. But to be honest, like, as long as you don't completely waste your turn, you can still get away with winning through this moment, right? Because now, if you think about, like, the resources that may be exchanged in the future, obviously you're not winning this fight. You told me you lose this replay code. But if this goes the way that, you know, man might hope, and you don't get bopped in the head by this May coming over their cart, you shoot this guy a bunch, he has to make a choice. Lamping himself, lamping this. You stay in cover on the cart. You don't put yourself into despair with 3 seconds on recall. Maybe this guy lamps himself because he's afraid. This guy dies in the front. Your team starts working their way forward. You get another recall, you hide, you play back, you just play life, don't die. Then you win like the long, slow fight. Now you're going to get headshot by a May. Oh no, that works too. You've actually done a good job. You've actually reconnected to a point where they can't shoot you, and you can do damage. You can shoot the Rhine in the back too.
Blink
Don't
back
come
to
here.
main.
Don't come back to main. Stay here. They can't shoot
Yeah.
you. You've got cover. You were doing so good. You were doing so good. I was really.
Yeah.
I was, heart goes out to you, and now you're back in main again. Like these are the positions that are good for Tracer. You're 90 degrees away from main. You're 90 degrees to the side of main. You're watching from here. You can do damage from here. You have a Rhyme that is full damage in the back. You have a Reaper that is full damage in the back. You blink into the Reaper's face. You fucked up. Now you're 1v5. Stop doing that.
60 seconds.
We're back on. This guy's sleeping on the job. There you go, you're up 2, just don't die. Push up through the right now. Oh, jolly good. Don't die again. Oh god, if you got hammer swung and died there, I'd be miserable. But here, like, I don't know, like, a lot's gone right here. A lot's gone right here. I think it's kind of hard to like nitpick anything that you've done so far other than getting too close to the Rhine, like within hammer swing range twice. I think, like, if we watch it from like here, and you're on the side, and this Rhine's pulsed, it's really hard for you to finish this kill by like blinking through a Rhine, you know? But if he turns his shield, he'll die. So I don't think it's crazy to try and do that. But still just try and win that like resource trade. You know, like from this moment, you're still really advantaged. Like you're still really, really advantaged. Like they've used so many resources. Just don't throw it here and you'll have a real good chance of winning. But you're probably, let's see how it plays. It's playing so fine. You don't fuck with the trees, dude. You see a tree, you think fuck that. Like you're not interested. This guy's just killed 2 people with like 1 pin. So maybe this fight has nothing to do with you. But yeah.
Because I see the BAP down, so then I straight away go Ana.
No, I mean
no
going Ana there is really fine.
Yeah.
Honestly, like everything you've done in this scene is really fine. Like you got hammer swung and you recalled, and that sucks. Like if you're going to try and chase a kill on the Rhine, it has to be like you're double blinking to here and shooting him from the side where he can't swing you. You can't blink onto him and get hammer swung. Like that's a no-go, just like from the mechanical standpoint on the character. But everything you've done in this fight is really fine. You didn't massively overcommit in the backline at any point, throw away the game. When you had no recall, you came here, you shot the BAP, and you didn't actually go all the way in to do it. You did some damage and you let your diva finish the job. You got a dive tank and the dive tank killed the backline with you. So that was all good. Unfortunately, they had shatter. 2 players are shattered. Didn't pedal the shattered person. Didn't grip the shattered person. Didn't counter nano the shattered person. Didn't bob and got shattered instead. So, you know, that's ranked for you. There's been like 5 other fights where you've violently, egregiously thrown the game by dying with recall. So let's not get too deep into the weeds of blaming Derish's and Kiki for how they could have played better. But yeah, you know, sometimes it's not your fault. And here you probably could have stayed up on the pedal or not taken the pedal and not lost your entire health.
I don't know why I didn't.
To that. I mean,
Drop down.
yeah, good luck. And yeah, I suspect this one's over. Yes, yeah, winning from this position is really, really, really hard. Just try to be aware that your teammates are like coming back through main, so you can like get heals from there. I feel like you're never really like considerate of the fact that your team is able to heal you.
I'm just
like
trying to stay on
like,
cart.
Yeah, I don't mean right now. I just mean in general. Like I don't know how much I've seen you get healing. Fucking hell, mate! You're gonna clutch this out. Like is it low key? Like you're fucking. Oh.
I wish I did. And then
Yeah. Okay. All right. It was really close. It had heart, and it was really, really close to being a clutch. You played that. You played that quite nicely. I just meant overall. I haven't seen you get heals from either of your supports. Like. At all on the whole map. Do you press X? Like you're playing with a support player. Like do you get healed?
Only if I'm not playing with your favorite life lever. I usually just duck to cover and spam X.
Yeah, I mean,
but I rely on health packs a lot.
Well, that's good, like stylistically on Tracer, but you can get heals when you're like, if you're here, like. Your supports can see you, you know? Like, you should press X and get healed a lot. Like, even your Weaver can heal you a lot. You should get Pocket from anyone that can give you Pocket. If you're playing a self-sufficient style, if you're taking the packs, that's always a good thing, and it's always the right thing to do. But at the same time, like, if you have a choice between standing here, getting heals in 0.5 seconds and continuing to shoot someone in the side here versus blinking in, taking a pack, blinking in and being stuck behind enemy lines where if you're not following up on someone's damage in that instant, you are going to get forced out with no help. You want to maintain the side where you can shoot from the side, get some heals, shoot from the side, get some heals. Do you understand? You're going to have higher uptime with a balance of the two rather than just being fully self-sufficient me. Don't rely on healers in general, you know, because you're playing Tracer and it's really, really important for your own style that you can take care of yourself. But don't eliminate the option to get heals either. Press X violently and those YouTube cropping tools are going to get an absolute workout. Oh, here we are. Straight away, working your way in through the sides. This is fine. You got a dive tank as well, which is good. It's a shame that you like fully gave away the side here. Like if you work your way in like this, just one blink back, you know, rather than like a blink across the point. A blink across the point is like the most committal way of getting out. Like you are incapable of getting back in. If you had stayed, you know, somewhat in, like a blink back, you'd be able to follow up on a lot of damage from this Doom. Maybe your Doom's overdoing it a little bit, going a little crazy early on. But yeah, you missed your whole timing here by virtue of doing this. Now you're pushing all the way outside. Yeah, maybe a bit of a damage is already done situation. Like you had a nice timing off what your Doom did. He didn't die for it. Yeah, he's still dueling this Don, so maybe it's not the end of the world. But yeah, I think having to push through their whole team to wind up behind them when you had a nice angle on the side, it's never ideal. Again, like trying to like, we saw it a little bit on like first point of Rialto, and I guess we see it again here too, where it's like you're very much like all in or all out a lot of the time, and just learning to like dance within cover eternally. You know, like you work your way up by one block, you concede one block. You know, you come back a little, you come forward a little, and you're always in like just a little bit. You can always do that mid-range damage, even if you're not doing close range damage. You do mid-range, you do long range damage, you finish kills that way. But here, I mean, up until this point, you've been alive the whole time. Okay. What are you going to say?
Just hold space a bit more, I guess. Hold that angle rather than just
it's just
either
like
all in or all out.
Because it's like the difference between being mid-range and close range is not that substantial to your damage. But being long range, being out of the fight is enormous, right? Like you'd be much better off constantly doing mid-range damage than you would be being all in for 10% of the time and then recall on cooldown, playing far away, running around in circles for the other 90, you know? Like it's all about uptime. Right. It's all about quantifying how long you can spend in the fight. Here, recall's down, don't go anywhere near a Genji, you know? Like fight him, but mid-range again. Like mid-range, poke, use the cover, poke him around, just don't walk up to him, you know? You walked up to him, you die for nothing. This is just
I struggle against Genji a lot.
He's an easy matchup on Tracer once you learn the ranges a little bit and once you understand like where his spacing is, to be honest. I think like he gets like one chance to take a one shot on you with his dash. But outside of that, like if you manage your spacing correctly, like you're massively favored. Like you're really advantaged in that duel if you space correctly against him. But if you get too close to him, then it gets really easy to hit the shot. You just need to not get too close. But you know, I suppose as we've established from what we've seen thus far, your issue is that you get too close to people all the time. So I guess no surprise that you struggle a bit versus the Genji. Here is a little risky. Like you got no recall. Just come back to like here, you know, like just use this side and like, you know, use the mini and live instead of blinking across them to live. But like here, this is like a numbers game situation where like so many people are pushing out onto you. If you waste time and live, should be fine, right? Like team should be able to push their main. You don't always need to follow up with a dive. If there's 3 people chasing you and you don't die, it's good looks. Hey, you got some heals from your mate as well.
Got my pocket.
Yeah, there you go. And now you can work your way into the side again. Like just change your side, try and find a way through. But here, like this is again where it's like you got the side, you know, you got to here. They're all pushing through here. You don't need to do the loop to get the furthest back person. Like just walk up now. You're full HP. You've got recall. Walk up to here. Start shooting people in the side. Start using this statue. But again, like same issue that I feel like we've seen time and time again now, where you always want to get that furthest back target. You always want to catch. You know, you see a low HP target, you're fully committed to that. Even if there's someone close to you that you can do damage to, you use all your blinks to get close to someone that's low, when you could just be doing lots and lots of damage the whole time. Tree on the point. You're in the tree. Oh, fuck. Movement of the
Whiff.
gods from that Moira. Oh, she strafed that perfect. That was good. But it's all evening out in the wash because you played in a tree. And you do get overhealth from the tree. So, yeah, a Tracer with overhealth is fucking insane.
I do remember bits of this game. The Moira was very DPS focused.
Yeah, I mean,
and gave me a lot
it seemed
of
like
grief.
she was just like running you down on the side. Okay, so I think we got it done here. I don't know, it's like you've cleaned up, you still got recall, you get the EMP, you get that kill. You still need to flip the point. It's just mechanical really. Like this guy stopped hacking or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know how the hack got cancelled, but yeah, it's just mechanical. Isn't it? We'll talk about that. The position in the middle of the point, like you're kind of locked in by the bomb. You get hit by the wave, so you couldn't push onto the Wu Yang. It'd be fine to push onto the Wu Yang when you have blinks and recall, and he's up on the high ground just healing by himself. Like it's fine to like go and push a support if they're like one blink away, and it's like a well broken down fight as well. But yeah, I mean that fight there, it's massive mechanics. As soon as Diva gets back in the suit, it's over. Like 3 people fucked up. Like Doom didn't punch, Sombra didn't hack or kill, and you didn't kill. So sometimes one person's mechanics fail, sometimes 3 do, I guess. Yeah, you work your way in through the back a little bit. This is good if you're trying to like make it work with your Doom, but like he's done something. I don't know what your thinking is here, where it's like you come back in and then you come back to your team and come back to the point. Like I can see, you know, you want to cap the point, I guess, but you got behind, you know, like you got behind. You have a dive tank now. Like get behind, shoot them, take the mini, keep existing behind them, keep dumping clips, making 2 people turn around and try and chase you out. And like you can find kills doing this shit because your Doom can slam in and follow up. So like here, I think if you're going to take a position behind them, keep it. If you're going to take a position to the side of them, keep it. Don't poke your head out for half a second and then without being chased, run away. Now you're fighting the Genji underneath. You keep getting close to him. Like, touch the point, you know. Make him come out into the open. Stay away from his effective range. His effective range is where a right click can do big damage to you, which is when you're close. So don't do that. Here, trying to push backline a little bit. Just running you down too. It's okay to live here. Maybe if you're like close to the Wu Yang through here, you can just like keep poking the far behind people, but you don't really want to like commit at all. So maybe it's reasonable to just like run away a little bit. Now Moira's really fucking Jesus.
Yeah, she was marking me all game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that fight was like all too terrible, but I think, you know, you had like a real position to like hit back line at one point, like run with the Doom, like you got a good position and you gave that up. Like as the fight slowly breaks down, other shit is going wrong. But I think, you know, the biggest issue from you is that like you took a turn and then you wasted that turn. You used like all of your blinks and such to look at the backline and run away. And then here, you see a Genji on the side. Be very careful about continuing to commit into that side, you know? Like, if you're here and you see the Genji, you really want to like double blink over here instantly and like stay far, you know, maintain that range. Don't ever get so close to him that he can just right click you and force your recall early like that. Because now your Sombra is trying to like, you know, get this little fucking Peep and Tom hack out of nowhere going, but like it's all too awkward. Like you can't create a pinch with your Sombra anymore because you have no recall, so you're back in main with her. You're trying to chase the kill when you have no recall and you pay the price for it. If you lose your recall early, just like a Genji marking the side, that means that you stepped up into the Genji's space without, you know, like managing your blinks well enough. He shouldn't be able to instantly force your recall without using dash, you know? If he dashes on you, it's so fine to recall, right? But I don't think he had to dash on you, which is the problem. He was able to use the dash to get away. Yeah, like this fight doesn't feel like it's gonna be a win, to be honest, but maybe you can clutch up. I mean, Blinky's found another trade. Just need to sit on point till you're like regened and then get ready to go again. Like you already have the cap, so you don't need to sit on the point to like actually leverage the flip at all. So like you just want to be preparing yourself for like a good turn. So you know, here you go, your recall is out, you have 100 HP. Use this time to go and get a pack, loop around, you know? Like this is a period where like you have no healers, you have 100 HP, you're not going in, right? So go do something else. Go charge up your health. Don't come back out in the main. And now you're gonna get sucked off by a Moira like 100 to 0, you know? Recall's done. it's time to get out, you know? Like, that's just Tracer, like, through and through. Like, same as how you're pushing the Genji up top with no recall. Here, you've got no recall, you're pushing through main again. You're feeling this desperate sense that you need to keep fighting, but, like, you'll do a lot better fighting on full HP. Everyone has to play their life when you've got no healers on.
Yep.
And this Blinky guy's good for it, though. He's actually clutching hard. He was killing everything on Doom. Now he's ripping out Ramatra, and he's got an ult in one fight. So, yeah, it's good for it. You duoed with that guy too?
No, I think I just fuck it, go next point.
Tragedy.
Not wasting time. Yeah.
Alright. Now you're here, over to the side. This angle's fine. Don't have to keep working your way through to like the furthest back person all the time, but you know, at least the way you're I think the way you're approaching this is like it's just too fast. Like the idea is solid of like, you know, take a side, work your way in, keep working your way in, but like look at where your team is while you're doing this. Like these cunts are in spawn. You know, they just respawn. Like they're just running back. Like you're so far ahead of everyone doing this shit that like it's not going to happen, you know? Like you're just in a 1v3 situation. Like you're going to lose your turn. You're not going to get that kill. Force you out, and then you have to use recall and blinks. You can't be meaningfully like in the fight. So I think the timing on what you just did there is no good, because it's all just a little bit too distant from the fight, a little bit too early.
Pay attention to my team.
Yeah, well, just know where the respawns are, and like, you know, if you want to spawn camp someone, that someone can't be, you know, really close to 3 teammates, which unfortunately he was. Here though, in the back, and again, like this is good, like solo, like the solo. Oh fuck me! It was good solo Tracer gameplay where it's like you're dragging people back, you're not overcommitting.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you are now overcommitting because you want to fucking pulse and recall or something. But what's going to happen is you're going to pulse, hit the pulse, kill him, recall, Genji dashes on you and kills you because you have no recall. Miss the pulse, have to recall, get 2v1. You know, like that's what's going to follow this moment. Miss the pulse. Now you're behind. It's still like a 1v2. No, you didn't die. God is good. But yeah, I think for what you were doing down there, like don't use the recall. Just keep dragging them away. Keep dragging them away. Isolate one of them, then you can go for your little pulse turn. But weird. Anyway.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah, no, it's reassuring. Anyway, moving on. Did you just make that cunt jump off the map? No, there he is. Okay. Alright, so we got like one fight. You ultimately got him in the end, actually. And if you hadn't blinked on and gone for like the superstar pulse bomb, you would have killed him like 10 seconds ago, because you would have been able to keep fighting him the whole time.
Yeah. See, I think this is what I kind of gave up here.
Yeah, I mean, you nearly had her. I mean, I can kind of see the rationale for like standing still and trying to like win the duel there, but Moira's just a pain in the ass versus Tracer, to be honest. Like if she pushes you and she has orbs or whatever, like I wouldn't say that you're unfavored, but she matches up really well into you for a support, you know? Because like if you make a mistake, she wins. But it's basically how it goes. So it's just like really noob friendly, and it's hard to deal with that, other than to say, you know, if her movement's shit, you can duel her. If you know you don't have that dog in you, just keep taking the packs, keep playing for the numbers game. Here again, Blinky's fucking clutching up on the point. Moira's over here. You can chase her out of fade, like you just saw her fade, so you can really get amongst it, chase her down, back. Yeah, all's good in the world. Don't keep going too much for it. Oh. Moments like this where it's like, you know, you're down on 100 HP, you're so up in the fight, like what 3 of them is, you know, 3, 4, like you've already got the kill, they're all in spawn, you can't get yourself traded in a scene like this, you can't run up, like you were 1 HP when you recalled there, like just a clean one, like you need to be safe. And again, you have no recall, you have 100 HP, what are we doing here? Like you're not getting heals here, you're not healing yourself here, like you're just taking really unnecessary risk where you could, whether you die or not, the fundamentals. Psychopath behavior, passive heal.
I think I'm just like, I need uptime. I need to always be doing something.
You don't need that much uptime when you're 5v4, you know, you just witness their Moira bleed out on the pavers, you know, you can afford a long range chill fight, that's all. You know, this fight, like, it may not feel like you did a lot, but you actually did a lot. Because what's happened here is like, after you dicked around here, because nobody looked at you, you just kept pressuring this back line the whole time, right? Like they're here, you're pressuring them, you're pressuring them, you're pressuring them, you're pressuring them, you're pressuring them. Because you kept shooting them in the back the whole time, and you kept just kind of like chasing through, not like fully overcommitting or anything like that, because they peeled back, this is one of those moments where it's like you had 2 on you and your team won in the front because of it. Like you might not notice it in the game. You know, you might finish this fight and like it's not until it's all said and done that you realize you've won. But like these are those moments where it's like you've created the 1v2, you've not died in the 1v2, and you've won for it. Like team won in the front because this guy didn't get any heals. You know, this guy did not get any heals at all, and you did that. Like that was you pulling them back on the side. So I think good fight. You can walk up, you can get that side. They're all on the left, so you can work your way through the right side, like go around like the wide side of the point. Like they're all going to respawn through here. Like they just come through this way naturally, so you can come through the other side to get like the pinch. You can pinch them through here or come through here. It's okay to go the wide side like early on if you have lots of like big luxury of time.
With tracers,
yeah,
it's my job. Is it my job to mark them and just keep them under wraps?
It's like your job on tracer is to go where you're going to get the most value. Like sometimes I know that's like a wank answer, like it's not straight up, but like you don't want to just find the enemy tracer, mark her all the time, because your team might really benefit from diving, their team might not benefit from diving at all. So then like if you're just blocking their tracer nonstop, she's getting more value than you, right? Like if you can't follow up with your Doom Fist at the start of the game and they have a Sigma, if she blocks you, she's winning that exchange because her backline is to play really for free.
Right.
So it's all about like, what is your team on? What is their team on? Like, do you need to get on the backline there? If you find a tracer on the side, never run away from her and go try and take the other side, right? If you find her, fight her, right? Like she's there. Yeah. That's just how it is. But don't make it your explicit job. I need to block tracer. I need to block tracer every fight. You know, if you see your supports are struggling or something like that, or your support wants some help, sure, block the tracer. You play with a life weaver player, so dive tanks are always a little awkward with that. So it's okay to block tracer. It's okay to do that, to put resources elsewhere. But don't get too caught up on that. Don't think like it's my job to block the tracer. It's the support's job to not fucking die to the tracer. You know, how they get to that position is up to them, right? Whether they ask the tracer to help with the fight, whether they get a second DPS like a hit scan to shoot the side a little bit, whether they do what their Moira's doing and run at you every fight. There's lots of ways to skin a cat, but like it's not your job explicitly to always mark the tracer. Your job is to do as much fucking damage as you can.
Okay. Yeah, I think I get caught up in that.
Don't get caught up in these like rigid roles, you know? Like it's not I need to fight the tracer every fight. I need to kill the backline every fight. There's too much nuance in this game. There's too much. You get past a certain level and there is no one size fits all. There is no one style for every comp. There's you know, style to the characters, right? You know, like how on Tracer you want to dance in and out of the packs and stuff like that, keep yourself alive. On Genji you want to get real close to people and one bop them and climb up walls and shit like that. But there's no one job.
I think that's where I struggle most, is just trying like different comps and different maps. You can play shit so many different ways.
I mean, you're in terms of like Overwatch players, like you're a pretty new player, right? Like one year on the game is like for a game this old, like pretty new. So I'd say this is something that you will like really actively build up just by playing, and like the more you engage with the concepts, like the more it's going to happen. You know, you'll get it through playtime because you're relatively fresh to the game, so the more you touch the game, the more you'll learn. But at the same time, like, you know, you actively engage with these concepts of thinking like, do I need to go backline? Can I just shoot frontline? Like if you find yourself, instead of thinking this is my job, rigidly asking yourself, what can I do? Like, what's the most that I can do here? That's probably where you're gonna start to like develop that innate understanding a little bit more. Try and error your way through it a little bit, or you know, just try and find the logic of it, I suppose. Sorry, brains off.
Pretty scrappy.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
you're here on the side, but like
Deathmatch.
your tank's just like dead pre-fight. Like it's hard to talk about a fight where your tank is dead before the fight has even started for no reason. Like that's not on you. There's not a lot you can do here. You start like working your way in through towards the side. You try and take some cover to like finish the kill on the soldier. It just doesn't work out. You go for like the blink melee finisher with the recall. I think at that point, like you know, if he's not really low, don't go for the blink melee finisher. It just makes you waste your recall. So now you can't clutch anymore at all because you have no recall and you have no blinks. But you know, damage is largely done. Got the melee perk though.
I think I accidentally
Yeah,
did
it's
that,
a
to
missed
be
input.
honest. Yeah.
Over here. Coming through the side. I like this retake angle, but you've got to be aware, like, you know, their warrior's been running at you all game long. So like you come through here, you show yourself early, she might start marking you out. So again, timing is important, right? Let these people walk up through main, start doing a bit of punching, start doing a little bit of fighting. Moira's going to walk up, then you walk out, you know? Don't be the first man coming out the flank. Because if you come out 1v5, they're going to turn around and shoot you.
Yep.
And because you took the pack really early, now Moira's running you down. Your blinks and your recall are out, and you're just taking the duel versus Moira still has the orb. And she can win that. Again, like, because you didn't get optimal value out of the pack, she wins the duel. One mistake and Moira will win the duel versus you. That's just how it goes. And the mistake there is you blinked straight to the pack. You didn't take advantage of the fact that you have to lose 130 HP in a nice linear gradient way as the Moira sucks you off before you take that pack. If you take this after 10, you're done for.
Surrender to my will.
She sucks you off at a pretty consistent rate, so just keep that going.
Definitely pain in the fucking ass.
Yeah, no, it's a shitful hero, but could be
Go through
worse.
main again.
And yeah, now coming for the retake through main, probably not going to happen. You got to be concerned about the touch. Someone's going to set up for that one. Dare to dream with the pulse bomb. Won't flame you for that. Here, like priority, just getting the tap before the overtime ends. So here, like, take as much time as you need. Look at the overtime wick. You get the kill. You've traded now. You don't have to blink onto the point and go for kills. What you need to do is prolong overtime. So walk up on the side instead of blinking straight on. Just walk, walk, walk. Blink over to here. You know, like blink on or walk on and then blink off. You know, like you don't have to throw yourself into the fray. It's working out fine here. You might be, well, maybe you can't win this, but because of like you died with recall here, so this isn't even really the reason that you've died. But just in an overtime situation like this, you always want to think like, it's my job to touch the point. So you have to path appropriately, not go through main, find a side and whatnot. And you also have to like preserve as much utility as you can while you're touching. So you walk on, walk off, you blink on, you blink off, you blink back on, then you recall off, and then you whatever it may be. You know, you want to preserve your recall as long as you can. Here you were so in the spirit of preserving recall that you didn't even use it, you just died. But now we got one more. Your tank is sort of like spawned in here on the right, but you can push over to the right as well. You can maybe take the pack and start hitting the back line. Oh, I haven't watched this map in a while. There's a fucking wall there now. That's new. But yeah, I mean, you can win this duel. We're good for that. Yeah, there we go. So like, their packs out here now. What have they done? What did they do to this space? Sorry,
They've changed so much shit.
Sorry, I'm just eyeing off the rework like for the first time now. So I can't talk about the map. I have to play some ranked. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, I mean, once you killed the Tracer, you need to reset somehow. I was going to tell you to go to a pack, and it doesn't even exist. So, like, yeah, you just need to come back to, like, a nice passive angle and get some healing. Like, you killed the Tracer out here, Mega's already gone, come through here, get some heals, you know? Like, come to a passive angle where your supports can see you, get healed up, take it from there. You've done the hard work, right? You've made the 5v4. Don't make it a 4v4. Don't take unnecessary risk. Flanking behind the enemy team, you got nothing coming to you. You got nothing coming to you here. No one's healing you if you're behind the enemy team. Here, the only reason that your regen stopped because you took some damage from the D.Va. Like, now you get the pack, but like taking that pack right there took you so long because you came behind them, then here, then here, then here, then here. All you had to do, you were here, come back towards the team. You're still off to the side. And then you can blink over to here, you can blink over to here, and you can once again be adjacent to the fight. Just come back to a shallow position where you can get some healing. Think you don't always have to go behind them. You don't always have to take the big flank. Because you will lose uptime doing that. Now here you have a ram, you steal the mini. You and your ram sort of need to like team up together, fight for dear life. So keep your eyes on him. See if you can't, you know, catch anyone that tries to push you out. But this is fine so far. Nobody's died. You've played your lives together. And now you just need to work your way in. Ideally not from here.
EMP activated.
Sombra's yeah, something else. Something else. I hope you're not doored with that one. Like if that,
No. I have no clue who Skater Boy is.
That's fine. 0 for 2 on those, man. It's just a real letdown of an individual, I tell you. Okay, so here, like on the approach, you find the Tracer, duel the Tracer, you know? Like do something, you know? Get her resources out. Start dragging her outside a little bit, duel the Tracer. Because like if she's on the right, the only way you're going to sneak past her is if you wait for her to come and kill your team, you know? Like, if you are waiting for her to leave so that you can go on their back line, she's already in main shooting your team, right? She's having uptime while you are not. So if you find her on the side, you have to fight her, right? You have to start shooting her, taking the pack, shooting her. You can't go like all the way wrap around here, like a pointless flank, trying to wait for her, because you're missing time that you could be either making her leave the fight to fight you, or pushing into the space if she's not there. But instead, she gets to do both. You only get to do one thing. Now you're to the side of the fight, and it's still winnable. You found 1 kill, but yeah, just working your way up towards the side, like onto the Wu Yang. You know, it'd be good if you could like be more anchored towards these sides overall, you know? It's like you're here, and then you're here, and then you're here, and you're just like working your way up along the side. You just wind up in the middle of everything, and you're chasing the Wu Yang, but you're like face to face, then you don't get the kill because you never really get like adjacent to him. Maybe you'll kill him in the end. A little slow. I wouldn't say that you played this fight terribly, but I will say that like the approach of it was too slow, you know? Like the way that you looped around, just allowing their Tracer to take a turn when you can't can be really deadly, you know? Like you're 5% away from both support ultimates. You have this Annihilation as well. Like, I don't know if their Tracer got to like shoot a clip here, but like watch here, you know? He sees you on the side. In the time that you're like looping around, she's not even done really anything, to be honest. But if you could drag her out, she wouldn't be able to come here and, you know, maybe fucking kill someone. Like, I'm not sure if she's actually wound up. No. She's really done a whole lot of nothing, to be honest, until she starts shooting this guy. But the whole idea that you want to engage with here is that, like, if you start fighting her on the side and she pushes you outside and you take the pack, she's gone from the fight for a long period, you know? But if you just let her run amok in main, she has the power position, you know? Like, if she can just hold on to this corner forever, she has the position where she has, like, all the luxury of choice. She pushed backline, made this guy run away, made your Sombra run away, nearly killed her, shot this guy in the back a little bit. In that time, you looped around, still got caught by the Tracer, which you could have done here. So it's like a 3-second difference in the timing of it all. And then by the time you're out, back in, ready to go, she's actually done something, you know? She's done 300 damage that you didn't do. It didn't look very impactful, but it's a numbers game, you know? Like, you lost the war of attrition. Suddenly, that's 92% dead. This one's 93% dead. You're pulse bombing yourself because the game's over.